Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're tearing down a really cool tool called the HashKey Comparator. It's a script that's all about giving you absolute, undeniable proof about your digital files. So you might be wondering, what problem does this thing actually solve? Okay, picture this. You download a really critical file. Maybe it's a huge software update or an important financial document. How do you know it's the real thing? How can you be 100% positive that the file you've got is the exact, unaltered original? You know, that it wasn't corrupted during the download, or even worse, what if it was tampered with? This right here is a massive problem of trust in our digital world. All right, here's our game plan for this explainer. We're going to start with this problem of trust. Then we'll get into the solution, the digital fingerprint. After that, we'll pop the hood and look inside the HashKey tool, figure out the difference between generate versus compare, learn how to read the results, and wrap it all up with why this is so important, the power of integrity. All right, section 1, a problem of trust. In a world just full of digital copies and constant file transfers, how do we actually verify what's real and what's not? So let's take another super common situation. You've got your main project folder, right? And then you have the backup you made last week. You think they're identical, but are they really? What if a file didn't copy over correctly? Or what if you accidentally changed something in one but not the other? I mean, trying to check thousands of files by hand, that's just impossible. And that is the exact problem this tool was built to solve. So how do we fix this? Well, the answer is actually really elegant, and it's built on a powerful idea, the digital fingerprint. So a cryptographic hash, or just a hash for short, is basically a unique signature for any piece of digital data. Seriously, think of it just like a human fingerprint. It's one of a kind for that specific file. And here's the most important part. If you change even one tiny bit of that data, a single letter, one pixel in an image, the entire fingerprint changes completely. It's not a small change, it's a total transformation. There's zero ambiguity. So how is this fingerprint actually made? The process is actually pretty smart and efficient. Instead of trying to load a massive file into memory all at once, which would be a total disaster for huge files, the tool just reads it piece by piece, in these small, manageable chunks. With every little piece it reads, it updates the hash calculation. And then, once it's gone through the whole file, boom! It spits out that final, unique hexadecimal fingerprint. Okay, so let's check out the application that takes this whole digital fingerprint idea and puts it to work for us. This is the HashKey Comparator. Now, the user interface here is designed to be super straightforward. You've got your main controls right here. You pick your mode. Do you want to generate fingerprints or compare two things? Then you choose the type. Are you working with individual files or entire folders? You browse to select your targets, you can pick your hashing method, you hit that big start button, and bam, the results just show up in this text area right here. It's all about making it clear and easy. The tool also gives you a choice of algorithms. You'll see some older ones in there like MD5 and SHA-1, but the modern standard, and the one the tool defaults to, is SHA-256. Honestly, it just hits that sweet spot between speed and security, which makes it the perfect go-to for most of the stuff you'd want to verify today. Okay, now we're getting to the engine room. The tool really has two main jobs, two core functions, and understanding how they differ is, well, it's everything. So, let's break down the two modes. They're pretty simple. On one hand, you have generate mode. You give it one folder or file, and its job is to create a master list of all the digital fingerprints inside. But compare mode, that's where the real magic happens. You give it two things to look at, and its job is to figure out what's identical, and even more importantly, what's different. So how does it actually find the files that are the same in both places? It's all about some really simple set logic. It takes the list of fingerprints from the first folder and the list from the second, and that little ampersand symbol just finds the intersection. You know, the fingerprints that show up in both lists. And just like that, you've found your identical files. And finding the differences, it works pretty much the same way, just with subtraction. To find the files that are only in the first folder, it just subtracts the entire set of fingerprints from the second folder. Whatever's left over, well, those are the files that are unique to that first location. It's such a clean and elegant way to figure out what's different. All right, so the tool has done all its hard work. It's run the comparison. Now, how does it actually show us the results in a way that makes sense? This table breaks it down perfectly. You can see exactly how that code logic we just talked about turns into a human-readable report. That matched hashes section, that's the result of that intersection logic. The unique to folder 1 section, that's what you get from the subtraction. You're literally seeing the logic play out in plain English. Now, when your two folders are perfect carbon copies of each other, this is the beautiful sight you want to see. A big, clear match. It means every single digital fingerprint lined up perfectly. No questions asked, it's your definitive proof of integrity. But if even one file is different or missing or there's an extra one, you get this, a bold mismatch. And this isn't a maybe or a suggestion. It is a loud and clear warning that something is not right, and the report below it will tell you exactly what's wrong.
Okay, let's zoom out for a second and talk about the so what. Why is a simple tool like this actually so important?
At the end of the day, this isn't really just about comparing files, is it? It's about having certainty. It's about being able to prove, without a doubt, that your data is exactly what you think it is. We're talking critical system backups, legal documents, or even just your precious family photos. This gives you a way to build real, undeniable trust in your own digital stuff.
And you know, that feeling of certainty doesn't just disappear when you close the app. The tool is smart enough to automatically save a detailed report to a text file every single time. This creates a permanent timestamp log of your comparison. It's perfect if you need an audit trail or just for your own peace of mind.
So I'll leave you with this question. Now that you've seen how powerful this digital fingerprint concept is, what part of your own digital life could really use a checkup? Your backups? Your downloads? Maybe your photo archives? What do you own that could use a definitive stamp of integrity?